Hi everybody, it's Tammy from Frou-frou Studio, and I have lots of things to share, so I hope you'll hang around and see what we have coming up. Welcome back, welcome back. It is a rainy day today, and the lighting in my studio when I do not have good natural light is not very good. So I hope you guys can see everything okay without a problem. I have a couple of shares, and then after that we're going to make some vellum pockets for the Gypsy journal. The first thing is just a reminder that it is October, which is also my birthday month. But Friendly Junk Journal People, who is a group on Facebook. If you're not a member, you should check them out. They're a really good group of people, and they share a lot of stuff, and they have excellent swaps and random acts of kindness and wall of inspiration, and there's just a lot of fun stuff going on there. They have chosen my little paper bag journal as the swap for the month of October, and so you can go on and agree to participate, and you will be assigned a partner, and you're to make one of these to swap with whoever your partner is, and you'll receive one back from them as well. I have a tutorial on this, and I will link that in the description box, but basically it's just like a lunch brown paper bag, and I have made it into this little notebook journal, and like I said, there is a tutorial for it that I will link for you, but I do hope that you go check that out and check the group out and participate in the swaps, because they are a lot of fun. I've done several, and I enjoy seeing what everyone comes up with. So that's that. And then the second thing that I wanted to share was, I think I mentioned in the last video that I was doing a commissioned journal for someone for his wife's birthday. And so this is that journal, and so I was going to do a quick flip through of that so I could show you what I came up with. She does not know about my channel, so I don't have to worry about her seeing it before she receives this. I did a little dangle here with just some scrap fabric and different kinds of little crocheted pieces and lace, and put some charms on there. The ideas that he gave me for her were travel, and she is a photographer, so I kind of tried to mix travel and photography in with this one. And this paper is blue fern paper, and I think it's called Passages is the name of the kit, and it is beautiful. But here's the cover, and I just did a collage with some postcards. These are Rachel's postcards from Roxy Creations, and just some little scrap maps and tickets, and this is Tim Holt. And then I put her a label on here so she could write something on there if she wanted to. The layout of this journal, I actually followed something that Gail is doing on her website with blue fern paper as well. She's doing hers with the beach cottage set. But I like the layout of the journal that she's doing, and so that's where I got this. So if you can see, it flips out, and it has two pockets here, And this is one sheet of paper, one 12 by 12 sheet of paper. And then on the other side, sorry, I'll try to get all this in. It does the same thing, and this is one 12 by 12 sheet of paper. And so you have, you know, pockets on each side. And then she is going to sew in her signature. But I chose to do my Midori style and make it removable with an elastic because I wanted her to be able to take it out and work on it and then put it back in if that's what she chose to do. So really I just filled things up with journal cards from the kit, out of the papers from the kit, and then you know, embellished them some on my own and included some, these are copies of vintage tickets that I had, that I got at an antique store. And I just kind of stuffed everything full of things that she could use to decorate pages if she wanted to, or she could just look at. I made this little slide. It's got, I don't know if you can see that, but it's just got a little piece of Tim Holtz vellum in it with some flowers. And this is also Tim Holtz little film tape. I think that's cool. This is a vintage postcard that I got at the antique store, as well as this little card here. This is just a little birthday saying that I stuck in there since it is for her birthday. And then this is a tag that I made with the paper, and I just embellished it. And again, we have another Rachel postcard. And then, sorry about that. And then on the inside, I did some random stuff. This is an actual photo retouch envelope. And I just, you know, kind of collaged and made a little pocket. There's another pocket here with some vintage tickets in it and tags. And this is, oh my gosh, this is a digital from, I'm sorry, I cannot remember. It's one of my favorite digitals, though. It's called Black Swan. I will link that in the description box because it's just escaping me right now what the name of that one is. And like I said, I just went through and embellished some of the pages, did some little collaging. This is an actual vintage postcard. You'll see some stamps and stuff throughout and some collaging. And I left a lot of it blank because he said he wanted a lot of writing space. Again, you know, I've got a vellum envelope here for her to stick stuff in. And this is the Tim Holtz vintage photo. This came in the set. It's just a little journaling card. And this, it was made out of one of my master boards. Little cluster there I made. And random stamping, another vintage postcard, and I put another envelope here for her to put things in to save. I put a wax seal on the back. This is stencil on vellum. It's just gesso stenciled on vellum, and I think that turned out pretty cool. And that's the little center band. And now this book that is removable, it is sewn. So it is stitched, and you can take it out, like I said, as a whole and work on it and then put it back in the folio. Again, just a little collage I did. This is an actual 1940 driver's license, a copy of. I have the original, and I made a copy of it. Another little collage. And lots of writing paper. Again, copy of a train ticket. This is out of the set. And this is Tim Holtz. So are the flowers. This is a junk envelope pocket. It has some German book text behind it. And this is an actual advertising card, vintage. And then just more random papers, a little collage here. More random papers. This is out of the paper set, and so is this. And then I just stuck a book page back there in case she wanted to embellish one of her pages. I've got one of my corner tucks here, and I did a writing board for this one because I had, take the clip off and it'll come out, because I had embellished some of the writing pages. So I did, this is just a very thick piece of cardboard, and I covered both sides, and it's nice and hard so she can lay it under the pages and not have to worry about getting bumps when she's writing. I think I'm going to start including those. I think those are good ideas to include when you have someone that's that's going to write a lot and you do stuff to the pages. If you don't do anything to the writing pages, then I don't guess it matters as much, but it's just nice to put that underneath. And then this is another tuck that I made from my, my mind is, I'm 2 steps ahead, and so my mouth is 2 steps behind for my collage board. And another little cluster, and again, this is a tag that I made with the paper that comes in the set, and a little map card there, and it flips out again to this last pocket, and it's again journaling cards. This is a postcard I created just on a piece of cardstock. And some more vintage tickets. We have a little tag here. This came out of the card. Did some collaging here and here. And again, vintage tickets. And these 2 cards came out of the kit. And this was a freebie. It's a big old tag. And I can't remember if that was Porch Prints or if that was Tracy, but it's one of the 2. That's where I got that. And then on the back, here's another, oh, I've already showed you that, hadn't I? And then that's it. So hopefully, whoops, folded up right. She will like that. And that gets my last commission piece that I have going right now, finished. And like I said, I do custom work all the time, so if there's something you're wanting in a particular theme or style, please let me know and I'll be glad to do that for you. And so now that we have this done, we can move on and start working on the Gypsy journal again. And today we're going to make some little vellum pockets for our 2 little friends here. These were in, I'm sorry I did not write down the name, but these, I found these by searching Gypsy paper dolls on the internet, and this is a complimentary download. And like I said, I'm sorry I did not write down the name, but I think if you do a Google search for Gypsy paper dolls, it should come up fairly quickly. And they come on a single sheet of paper with all their parts, separate, and I cut them all out and put little brads at their arms, on their arms and legs, so that they can move. And so what I want to do is I want to create a vellum pocket that I could slide them down into to put them in our journal so that you can still see them. So that's what I'm going to try to accomplish today. I have this paper. I just recently bought this paper off Amazon, and it is in a pack. It has like 150 sheets, and it is 4 or 5 different designs, and I thought I would try it because it was fairly inexpensive. And it is really smooth. And so I really like the texture of it. And this is one of the darker colors, but it does have lighter colors in it as well. And it also has some kind of stripy colors. So that's kind of interesting thing. So I'm going to try it and see. And then I have just some music paper that we're going to use. And this is out of a book that I found at a thrift store. And then we have a piece of just regular old vellum. So let's get started and see if I can figure this out. I've seen Roxy do this, and I've seen Gail do it as well. And so let me move my tea out of the way. And so we're going to try it and see if I can figure it out. So what we want to do is we want to make a pocket that's going to be wide enough for them to slide into. So it needs to be this wide, plus it needs to be just a little bit wider so that we can fold it over to put the vellum in. So let me see. I'm thinking that I'm going to cut this in half to start off with. And that might be a little wide, but I'd rather be too wide to begin with than not wide enough. And you know what? Actually, I'm going to cover it first because I want the inside. No, I'm not, because it's going to be too wide. Okay. So you can tell that I've practiced this. All right. So we're going to cut this in half. Tear it, actually. If this tears. Oh, yeah. Okay. And then I'm going to have to fold it in, but I don't want it folded really wide. Actually, now I'm going to cover it before I do that. So let's tear this down, get the little edges off, and I'll save that strip for stamping or something. Hope everybody's having a good day. Like I said, it's raining here, but that's okay. It's Sunday. It's supposed to be a nice, relaxing day anyway, right? Oh, and that was the other thing that I wanted to say. I am going to start filming on Sunday instead of Saturday because my Saturdays right now are just so full that I just can't work it in, and it's just stressing me to try to. So I would rather just move the day and make it a lot better on all of us. So I will be doing Tuesdays and Sundays for now. You can just fit so many things in one day, unfortunately. Oh, I was like, why is that? Because that's not my half paper. Should have done that on the other piece too. Is go ahead and measure the width before I went all the way around there, but that's okay. Still. A little crooked, but we can trim that. Alright, so there's that one. And if you noticed, I like those big numbers that are here and here. So I'm ripping from the other side. I don't know that it matters. I just like them. Okay. So let's get these glued down because I know we're going to have to take some more width off. So let me move this so you can see better. All right, so I'm going to go with the glue stick for this part. I'm really liking the Pritt stick. If you guys haven't tried it, it's a pretty good glue stick. I had hoped to do a video on this, Crafty Cat's Amy's stacked pockets, but I don't think I'm going to get to it this weekend. So that may be what we do on Tuesday, because I would like to put a set of those in this journal. All right. So there's that part. Now, what we want to do next, if I remember correctly, is we want to figure out, excuse me, how much we want to fold in and then how wide they need to be in order for the little paper dolls to go down in there. So, I want to ink the edges as well. And you will be so proud of me. I put a new foam on my vintage photo blending tool. Brand new, brand new. It's not even getting broken in yet. So I'm not losing little bits and pieces everywhere. And I don't know why I'm doing this, because I know I'm going to take off one of those edges, but do it anyway. Okay. Now give that a minute to dry while I'm trying to figure out, and I'll keep all these little scraps, put them up in my scrap bin here. Okay. So, this is her young lady, And you know, I may leave that the whole width. That way we have plenty of room, because we're going to fold it in a little bit anyway. I have to take some off the height. Actually, okay, so let's do this. I want to fold this in, I think about a 1/2 inch. So I want to fold it in a 1/2 and a 1/2. Okay, so sorry, I'm contemplating here. So I'm gonna take this end, and I really should score this, but my scoreboard's on the way other side of the room. Okay, so we got 1/2 inch there. And where did I make my mark? Okay. 1/2 inch here. Sorry, I know you can't see that. I was having to use my ruler there on the edge of the board. Okay. And then this is where we're going to have to take some off. Otherwise, it's going to be too tall. So let's fold it up first. Yep, I think that's good. Okay. And I'm going to leave this a little wider at the bottom because I kind of want to decorate it a little bit. And then to take the bulk out, I'm going to cut this little piece right here. And put just a little bit. Can't hardly see the seam for all those lines on the staff of the music. Cut just a little bit of an angle. Sorry, I'm sure I was like that. So then when we fold it up, we have a nice non-bulky fold. Okay. So the next part is going to be to cut our vellum piece to fit inside here. So I'm going to mark that. And I know you can't see my cutter, I don't think. But I just got my paper cutter setting to the side. I'm just trimming that to fit. That could be just a tad shorter. And then I'm going to take my 1.5" circle and I'm going to cut a little partial circle, but I need a piece of paper to put behind it so it'll cut somewhere. You know you got scraps everywhere until you need one and then you can't find one. Alright. I'm going to fold this in half and put just a little crease in it so that I can see where the middle is. Then I'm going to take this, get that piece of paper out of there. Slickery. It's sliding on me. My regular paper is sliding on the vellum. Alright, dude. Alright, there we go. There we go. And then this is gonna go in here like that. I almost think that I want to cut just a teeny tiny angle on this because I don't like how square that looks. So you can see I just took the teeny tiniest piece off there. Yeah, I like that better. And I actually think I'm gonna round those corners too, just to give it a more finished look. So I'm just taking my rounder. Oh, I bet it won't catch them. I bet it won't catch it because I took that angle. Nope. There we go. I got that one too. Nope, I'm not going to get that one in there. Just do it with scissors. And I'm sure that that does not matter one bit. But I just think it looks better. Alright, so now we can glue this. And I'm going to use art glitter glue, I think. And I think I'm going to ink this. Just this edge right here. The rest of it I think is fine. Alright, so we want sides to go down first And since we are flipping this up, I'm not worried about the art glitter glue on the vellum, which I really haven't had a problem. It seems to dry clear and not have an issue with the vellum anyway. Oh look, my glue stick is not gluing that. That's the one thing I will say about glue sticks that I have found. Some of the vintage papers, if they're more of a slick consistency, glue sticks don't seem to work as well. That's why I get irritated with them. The stuff that's papery, if that's a word, it doesn't have a problem with, but it seems like if it's slick, I just can't ever put enough to. And this printed paper, printed coffee dyed paper, whatever you want to call it, it is slick as well. It has a really nice feel to it. So, yeah. Experiment on that did not go well. So we'll have to remember no glue stick on the slick paper. Flip that up. Now, if all goes well, our little lady will slide right down in there. So I was trying to think of a way to put her in the journal so she wouldn't get torn up, but you could still see her. So, yeah, I think that's pretty cute. And then we'll embellish down here. Let's get the other one done, and then we'll do that. But, yeah, I think that's going to work. Get my pen and my glue before it goops all up. Alright, so now we can do this one the exact same way. Clear my area here, and hopefully he'll fit. He's not as wide as her because her arms are more extended where his are over his head. So hopefully we'll have as much luck with him. Alright, so here's our paper. And let's measure 1/2 inch. And 1/2 inch. Fold that over. Try to get it as straight as possible since I'm not scoring it. Yeah, see, that paper's coming all unglued, but that's okay. We'll get it in a minute. Alright, and then 1/2 inch on this side. Okay. And then let's figure out how far we want him to come up. Think about right there. Should be good. And again, we'll cut away the bulky part. I have had one of those days where I have dropped 5,000 things in the floor. It's like I can't hold on to anything, and if I don't drop it, then I'm throwing it in the floor by hitting something on my desk. So I've spent a lot of time picking things up today. I don't know what the deal is. Just one of those klutzy days. Cut just my little bit of an angle. And then I'm not even gonna try. We'll just do it with scissors. Kind of round that off a little bit. Alright, wrong one. And go along this edge just a little bit. Okay, now we'll do our vellum. Again, I'm going over to my paper trimmer and just trimming on the lines that I just made. Trim it down just a little bit more. I don't want it to be too tight, and I thought I had hit. Oops, I'm probably going to have to do that with scissors. I thought I had hit on the wrong side of my line there when I cut it. Well, it's still too wide. That's the thing is, you got a ½ inch, so it's not like you have to be tight, or straight, too straight for that matter. All right, we're gonna do this. There we go. All right, so let's do our circle with the top. Some people do a half circle. I think a half circle's too much, so I do a little bit less than a half. But that's totally up to you, what look you want. All right, let's get this puppy glued. See, that's whole piece there has come loose. No Pritt stick on the slickery surfaces. Well, that side's not as bad. Maybe I'm just not putting in enough. Maybe that's the problem. I felt like that I got those pretty well though. Because see, that bottom is fine. So maybe that's it. Maybe I'm just not putting enough glue. Oh, I lied. I lied. Oops. See? Told you I've got the... woke up with the klutz factor today. Alright, so there's our little vellum pocket. And let's see if our guy fits down in here. He should. Because like I said, he's not as wide. As her. Alright, so there's a pocket for him. And I'll reach for the journal here. And we'll just find a spot for them, and I'll mount this on the page. I think that'll be quite cute. Alright, so let's find something to embellish with. So, oh, and I've got, let me look at these. Sorry if that's putting a shadow on. I was going to get these that we made in the other video with the Frankenstein paper so I could see colors. We made 2 of these on camera, and then I finished them up, 2 of them off camera. So this is the 4 that we have now. So this is the colors we're looking at. As you can see, they're pretty rich jewel tone colors, and there's quite a bit of color. And so most of the pages that are in here will stay fairly neutral, so that when you know, put these in a pocket or that you put them on the page, that's what you see is the and actually that would be a really cool tuck to put something behind. Anyway, lost my train of thought. Most of the color you see will be on the actual images, which is what I wanted. So that's kind of the color schemes we're going through. There are a lot of butterflies because a lot of the printables have butterflies in them. Here are some of the others. A lot of flowers, a lot of butterflies, that kind of thing. I really love that one, Esmeralda. And I found that one. I think that's really pretty with her big tambourine. And then I found a couple that are the different kinds of wagons, caravans that they have. And I thought this was really cool. It tells you the different parts. And here's another one. And here's a black and white one. I love the goat in this one. So I have several, and this is vintage. This is actually what gave me the idea to do the journal. This is one of the vintage cards that I got at the antique store, and it's for Dr. Thomas's Electric Oil. And it's a druggist card, but it has this young lady on the front, and I thought she was very gypsy-like, so we'll be using that. And then this is going to be the kind of quote inside the front cover. It said, "Blessed are the gypsies, the makers of music, dreamers of dreams, wanderers and vagabonds, children and misfits, for they teach us how to see the world through beautiful eyes." So that will go somewhere on this opening spread here. And then, like I said, this is a tag that I made with my new brushos. I don't know if you guys have tried brushos. I'm in love with them. And I got them on Friday, and so I had to play, and so I made this tag, and I think the colors will fit well. I don't know if I'm going to use it in this journal or not, but I threw it in here because I thought the colors went well. This little guy is from a vintage French magazine that I got at a thrift store, and he's playing a fiddle, and I just thought he was very gypsy looking, so I might use him. And then this is from Blue Fern, and it is actually a fairy, but I can see a gypsy kind of feeling in that, so we'll see. We'll see if we use that or not. And then this is a vintage postcard that I had. And then the rest of these printables are from Graphics Fairy. And then I also took some prints out of the antiquated sticker book that I thought were very appropriate. Here's a palm reading kind of thing. I don't know if I'm going to use that or not. And then this was an image that I had in a children's book. But I got these stickers out of that book. And this is some of the paper pack that I was using, which is Blue Fern as well. And another palm reading thing. That's a tag that I've had forever that I'm going to use out of the book. And then I have not ever used any of these big stickers out of the sticker book, but I thought these, and I'm sure these are supposed to be tapestries or rugs, but I thought these had a very gypsy look to them. So I think I'm going to try to incorporate those, and then the rest of these are just, scraps and so forth that can be used. So that was a total distraction from what we were doing, but the purpose was to kind of get an idea, refresh my mind about color schemes, so that I could figure out what we want to do to embellish these. And I'm thinking probably like a little cluster on the bottom would be good. And so let's see, maybe I should have thought ahead of this, or thought of this ahead of time, because I'm not sure what I have close. I do have some butterflies. Got some browns, I've got some blues, and these are from Digital Collage Club. And I've got some labels. There's Tracy Fox, of course. Let's see what's up here. I haven't cut all these up yet. I do have some cut though. Some orange butterflies. They're kind of in red, blue, and gold, so. Here's some stuff that I already have. That's a kit that I haven't filed away yet. Maybe we can find something in there. That's a kind of steampunk kit. I think that's going to be my next journal. Something steampunk. It is from Artsology. Alright, so there's a start. 2 little labels. That ain't gonna do it, is it? And I've got numbers and letters. Here. I do have I'm trying to reach for my little, without killing myself. My little button clusters. I think most of those are probably not good color-wise. Okay, folks. Digging, digging. Can you hear me digging? Nope. Nope. I've got some sorry guys. Should have thought about this part before now. No, it's very frustrating when you're watching a video and nothing's happening. I'm trying. I'm going to go on the fly here. Alright. So we have just some cheesecloth. And we have just some random fabric. Actually, it's not random. There is some of this on the cover. So it is right here. And I think it also ties into this. So it's not totally random. And then we have just some random lace. And we have the little coins. And I only had one of these, I think. Oh no, I got two. These are the little coins that were on my bracelet. And I just took some gold wax and changed the color of them. Put them on a little mini pin. They're on the cover, and these were extras. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take something. It's blue. Put just a tad of blue in there. And I don't want the blue on top, so I'm going to put it one layer down, just so it's not the prominent. Klutzy day and I'm doing fiddly work. What's wrong with me? Something to that effect. Ink up these little tags. And then I think I will use those blue butterflies. And I won't put you through me fussy cutting them and gluing them. But something to that effect. And I'll probably take even a piece of this because it's kind of got that blue color in it. And put it underneath. Probably something like that. Hope you can get that mental picture in your head. So overall, I think the pockets turned out great. Let me see how long it's been. Probably too long. Oh yeah, plenty long enough for a video. So I will finish these up and we will take a look at them the next time. And I guess that's it for today. I can't think of anything else that I need to pass on. Again, be sure and check out Friendly Junk Journal group. Friendly Junk Journal People, I think is officially the name of the group, and I will post the link in the description box. And if you want to participate in the paper bags journal swap, I will link that video as well, so it gives complete instructions on how to make it. So everybody, thank you so much for subscribing. I really do appreciate your support. And until Tuesday, I hope everybody has a great start of the week. And we will talk to you then. Bye.